Hi everyone, I'm Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to use Chinese ink and Chinese brush on the regular watercolor paper. Let's get started. This is the paper that I'm going to use today, and it's a 300-gram regular watercolor paper. It says at the back that it's a watercolor for beginners, and the good thing is that it has the capacity for washing by brush in order to make corrections. So this can be manipulated even after you've painted. Anyway, so let's get started. I'm going to start with an upward stroke. You definitely will see the texture of the watercolor paper, and it's very different from the waste paper. And also the water absorption level is very low, so the water kind of wouldn't seep through it, and so you have to wait till it is dried. And this one is quite dry, so I'm gonna just continue with my regular stroke. You can still use Chinese dark ink on this type of paper, but the effect is very different. As I see now that when it's getting dry, the color of the ink turns grayish. I'm going to use this very dark ink to paint and see how dark it is. Okay, this one I'm gonna just have a bit more here. Okay, I'm gonna try to paint a bird here. Oh, this is rectangular and my raised paper is square, so you can just spread out a little bit of the composition. And so I'm gonna paint a bird here. There is a huge difference when you're trying to paint the gradient on this type of paper, I think. Flying bird. Okay, well, let's continue. The docking. The other side, the ring. For the belly, I think that I will just, I'll try to see if I can get the shades. It's kind of grayish. Docking. For this type of paper, I can pretty much just paint the eye right away. Okay, I'm gonna try to paint something similar quickly. With traditional Chinese rice paper, because this is very semi-transparent, so you get the effect that the ink will seep through the paper, so there is a depth into the painting if you look close up. I don't know if you can actually see clearly, but as you paint on the Chinese rice paper, you can actually see the ink seep through the paper, which is actually very nice, I think. For the leaves, you only use ink, and the darker the better. So I'm painting a bird here. I think that the bird is the major difference because you're not getting the shades of gradient that easily on the regular watercolor paper. So this is the head, and if you can see clearly, there is a gradient from dark to light color. And for the beak, I'll just use ink as well. I'm gonna paint a flying bird, and see, in one stroke you can achieve the shades of gray very clearly, and when I take the dark ink, and I can paint the feather. For the belly, there are different ways to paint it. I mean, you can paint it with a bit of shades like this, or you can just outline it. It really depends on the mood and what kind of results that you want to get. I'm going to paint the other wing. And the feet. Now I want to show you the comparison, side by side. So I want to angle my camera a little bit so that you can see it better. This is the regular watercolor paper, and if you look at the stroke of the bamboo and see, this is the best you can get. I think that you can achieve a little bit of gradient here in one stroke, and you see the texture of the paper. This color is a little bit of flat and dull, a bit grayish. And this is the rice paper, and see, I just want to show you how thin it is. Then you know what I'm painting on is actually a thin piece of paper. So that's what it looks like. And for the regular half-white rice paper, you can see these stroke lines here. And so you can definitely see more gradient using the traditional rice paper. For the bamboo leaves, which is all ink, see, this is the effect that you can get. The other thing that you notice is that there is this like breaking kind of edges, and that's a result of the texture of this paper. And versus the rice paper, you can see that the ink is kind of like deep. You can get different gradient effects. The bird is the biggest difference. And this is a bird that I painted on the regular Chinese rice paper. And this is one stroke that I normally paint. And this is also like one stroke. And this is the effects that I can get. The biggest trouble is that I cannot get the right shading or the gradient on each brush stroke. For this one, I can get a little bit, but when it's dried, it's all very, very grayish. However, you are supposed to be able to manipulate and correct it. For the type of paintings that I do, traditional Chinese painting is that you don't correct strokes. But in this case, let's try. You also don't get the, this is the end of the stroke, that you get a little bit of like loose feather. You don't get that when you try to correct it. And it's all like solid line when you try to cover it with another layer, even though this looks okay. Anyway, I think that this is a completely different style if you are using the regular watercolor paper. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video and find it useful. Just in case you couldn't find the Chinese rice paper to practice your stroke, then you can always use the regular watercolor paper. And I bet the effect is a little different, but if you just want to practice your stroke and give it a try, go for it. I'll see you in the next video.